And good morning, and welcome to another episode of the Talk to Tanner Morning Show, where we go over tips, tricks, ideas, and exercises to awaken the entrepreneurial spirit within you so you can become financially free and support the people you love and care about most. Wowza, it's Monday. Man, the Monday grind of it, they talk about it. You can see I actually slept, and that will be part of the show that we're talking about this morning. But I actually slept like 9 hours last night. I feel good. I don't know if it was because it's fall weather and it got really chilly last night, but the bag's under my eyes. I'm feeling a little heavy this morning, feel kind of tired, but it's Monday. And there's a long list of stuff that we were already planning yesterday that we want to get done today. So we're up, we're at 'em. Thanks for joining us again this morning. Good morning. And let's go over today's show is something that we have reviewed in the past, and it's something that needs to be. Let me tell me if this sounds familiar to you. There's been a point where you knew what to do, you knew something that you wanted to get done, but you just needed to be reminded. We just needed to be reminded. There's a chance, and this happens more often than people think in entrepreneurship. We actually know what to do next. We actually have a good idea of what that next step is. The most important next step, that's a coaching question that most coaches ask their clients, is what is the next step? And we usually know it. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't be reminded, because why? As we've talked about on the show before, human memory is trash. It's terrible. People forget. The most intelligent people on the planet forget the most basic things. And when we start running 100 miles an hour and there's so much going on and we just can't take it, we tend to forget the things that actually matter the most. This can be very dangerous. So if we are focusing on things, the cat over there, if we focus on the things that matter, we're stressed, we're riled up, and we're not getting closer to financial freedom, then we might need an adjustment. We might need that reminder. So good morning, good morning. You guys are just tuning in. We're going to go over the 5 pillars of personal development. I'm going to go ahead and get them on the board and run through the exercise with you. This is an exercise I do with my clients in the 90-day challenge. So if you want to work with me directly one-on-one, and this is one of our small little segments out of the hundreds of tools that we go over and give you in the 90-day challenge. But this is one of my favorites, and I always want to give back to you guys. So if you're my listeners, you get a sneak peek and one of the free exercises. It's actually very simple. Too complicated sometimes is not a good thing. We want to keep it straightforward. 5 pillars of personal development. I believe there's 5 that if you do these 5 things, you're going to be setting yourself up for success. You're going to be setting yourself up to feel good. We want to improve your energy. That is one of the things, 90-day challenge, which is a guarantee. We need to make sure that your energy is good. We need to make sure that your focus and quality of attention is good. If your energy is good and your focus of attention is good, chances are you're going to do good things, or you're going to remember to do at least this list. Number 1, exercise. First pillar of personal development. If you do not move it, we lose it, right? Think about all the times when you were in maybe your best physical shape, maybe your high school or your college weight, or kind of thinking about where you're at now, what it is. And when you're moving, do you feel good? Do you feel bad? Do you feel light? Do you feel heavy? How do you feel? And can movement help you? Do you have some type of goal around this? Where is your goal? If you had to rank it from 1 to 10 right now, where would it be? Would it be somewhere in the middle? And why not have an exercise goal? Why not have some type of direct number? And the measurement is where the success really lies. So if we can get maybe some type of specific number on it, we want to lose 10 pounds. We want to lose 10 pounds over the month of October, over the month of November, before we gain, throw a little plus sign on it, another 10 pounds over the holidays. Do we want to be looking good? Do we want to be looking lean? Do we want to have a regimen already in place? What would it be? Number one, exercise. We must have exercise goals. Number two, to follow it up, diet. Diet. What are you eating? What are you eating? As my coach has told me, he's like, what are you putting in your mouth? What are you ingesting? This has a huge influence on how you feel, your energy, your focus, your quality of attention. They say the gut is the second brain. I say bullshit. It's the first brain. When your stomach's hurting, what are you thinking about? When your stomach doesn't feel good, how much action are you taking? Where's your energy at? Where's your productivity at? Where are you at? Probably sitting inside doing nothing. And that's why I'm a big believer in this being actually the number one brain. Funny enough, number one brain in your gut. The food that you eat matters. The stuff that breaks down when people get old and wither away, it's usually something to do within the organs, something in the gut, something to do with nutrients not getting to a certain area anymore because we can't absorb the proper nutrients or have that. So remember that diet. What you eat matters. Think about what you eat today. Think about where you're going, who's involved with it. I'm not saying you can't have a Snickers at all over the Halloween season or whatever, but just remember that there is a reaction to the action. And if your goal over, say, the 90-day challenge with me, you want to completely flip your life around, you want a business plan, you want a life plan completely laid out, and you want to kick ass and you want to guarantee, because I guarantee people huge productivity, grosses of income, gaining $10,000, $20,000, doubling, tripling their business. I can guarantee that because we have to follow these things and we have to stay consistent with them over the 90-day period. So, number two, diet. Number three, sleeping. We're just talking about how I had a nice sleeping night. How have you been sleeping lately? Have you been sleeping good? Have you been going to bed at 4 in the morning? Have you been getting up at 11 o'clock? Have you been getting up really early and then going to bed too early and then not getting nearly as much done as you want? Where's it at? Where's the balance? This is just a good reminder. Sleeping is a human superpower. Your ability to rest and completely turn off is a superpower. When you think of the lifespan and the ability of the brain over the long haul, it's pretty incredible how humans are the ones who have both sides of their brain completely turn off when we pass out, completely different than, say, an animal like a deer when it's only one side, one hemisphere. I don't know too much about animal brains, but I do know for humans, we do have the luxury of people who sleep consistently have higher levels of estrogen, testosterone, and they reduce Alzheimer's. A lot of the mental diseases that our bodies face and decay and deteriorate as we get older by just sleeping regularly. This is a reminder. If you're sleeping like shit, you need to fix it. And we need to do something about it because the sleeping is going to be just as, if not more important than what work you're doing and whatever you got going on with your day. I can guarantee you it's not as important as your sleep because we're in this for the long haul, right? Decades and decades. So the reminder, keep that reminded, get good night's sleep. Going into the next one, breathing. Breathing, it's like, Tanner, I don't need to breathe. It's involuntary. It's just completely natural. It just flows in and out of me. It just comes in and it just goes out. Totally fine. Bullshit. You have to consciously focus. If you want high quality breathing, if you want oxygen to flow through your entire body and in a good depth, have good, healthy lungs, and please breathe through your nose. If anything you take from this today, breathe through your nose. Breathe through your nose. It's a natural filter. It helps with temperature. It's getting cold out, and people who breathe in their mouth tend to get a lot more sick because your nose has a special filter. There's little small cilia in it, temperature based. It helps like with the absorption into your lungs. You actually absorb more oxygen. There's a bunch of things about going through the nose. This is why it's there. Use it. Please use it. The nose is a super powerful thing. And breathing, the short little thing I'll give on this real quick. Where are we at with time? Okay, we're still rolling. The short thing with breathing that I will say, if you want to relax, have your exhale longer than your inhale. Again, the goal is to relax, your exhale is longer than your inhale. If you want to be energized, speed up the pace and have your inhale longer than your exhale. This is kind of a natural balance back and forth between the carbon dioxide and the oxygen levels in your body, and it either can stimulate with energy or have us relax. So that's a quick little thing that I usually like to say on that. So try that out. I have tons of breathing exercises that are actually very, very useful for both energy, focus, attention, clarity, relaxing. A lot of the main things that you wouldn't even think about. You're like, oh, I'm really tired. I got to go buy another energy drink. It's like, no, that's probably not a good idea. What we could do, and so much back flack on just, oh, that's lame. I would never do a breathing. Okay, go get the energy drink. Go, go see what it does to your heart. Go ahead. Go see. Go try out the quick fix, and we'll have you come back to the show here soon enough. And I hope I don't come off as being an asshole. I'm just saying life's a game of surprises. And when you're not willing to do one of the most foundational things to the body, go 3 minutes without this, dead. So I'm just saying, what's more important? And if we improve something that is so vital to just our ability to be alive, wouldn't that make sense? It would improve our quality of life. Moving on to the last one, number 5 of the pillars of personal development. Number 5 would be, oh, geez, that's a T. Sobriety. Number 5, sobriety. This is essentially just being completely sober. I'm talking about America's main addictions, such as alcohol, marijuana, nicotine, caffeine. All of these are drugs. And I hope when I say drugs, I'm not saying like, oh, I'm totally against them. I had a beer this weekend with some friends, relax. I like marijuana. It's when it comes to your ability to focus, your ability to make change, your ability to feel as good as you can. There is nothing that comes close when you follow all 5 of these things, when you are completely sober. And that is one of the things that we negotiate in the 90-day challenge, is that you must be stone cold sober for 3 months, 90 days, to really realize what the hell do you actually want in life, what the hell do you actually want in business, and the clarity. And I've had people who just can't do it. Like, oh, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to throw away 90 days of my life to completely fix it. I wouldn't do 90 days to have a complete understanding of myself. I wouldn't do 90 because they can't tolerate the pain that's going to be coming up when we realize the stuff that we're doing doesn't matter. It's a bunch of bullshit. We don't care about that. And there's something else that we actually love and support and want to grow and see in ourselves in business and in life. And the 90 days of sobriety actually pulls that out of you. And then a lot of times, if we're not working towards that, it hurts. It's painful. It's depressing. And there's just stuff that you and I are going to have to work on. Some real shit, some deep stuff. And that's going to pull out. And that's not to be too ranty on the sobriety piece, but it's true, man. If you can't quit that stuff and you can't focus for 90 days, then you're addicted. And if we can just see when we do all 5 of the personal developments, you are a supercharger of action towards what it is that you want. Getting the clarity on it and having the direction. First piece, we need this. We need the direction on our goals. Say exercise and we want to lose that 10 pounds. But the sobriety piece, allowing us to realize that breathing is crucial, that what we put in our bellies is a total change in our number one brain, our gut brain, right? So it's gotta be all together. And we chip away at it. Yes, you start small and then you work into it, but the consistency needs to be there over the 90-day challenge. That is what I've seen for myself. That is what I've seen for entrepreneurs who have been doubling and quadrupling their business, is when we combine these and we stick with it, the clarity and the answers will come. A lot of times you're saying, I'm not really sure what I want. Well, numbing yourself with substances and being lazy and not exercising is not going to help you figure it out. Some pain and a tough challenge, if you want to push yourself, I'd highly recommend the 90-day challenge. Okay, so this is the 5 pillars of personal development. We must have all 5 of these in our lives in some way if we want to be the best version of ourselves. So, which one do you want to improve on? Which one do you think you could benefit from the most? Which one do you think could get you to your next goal? Which one do you think could help set an example for your kids? Set an example for your family. Set an example for your friends, your coworkers, the people who you actually love and give a shit about. So, where can you start? Which one can make improvement today? Look at these ones, set some goals about it, understand. If you want some accountability, you want some planning, some better understanding of what this is, what this means, how you can write out a plan and this and that, set up, click the Linktree link below in the comments. Let's go ahead and that's my Linktree over there. I didn't put a banner up today, shoot. So we have our link over there, Instagram. I'll include that in the description following after you guys jump off, get the after scenes of the show. But this is our 5 pillars of personal development. I got to go run. I got stuff. I am going to physically go for a run here pretty quick. It's a beautiful, brisk morning. It's going to be a good time. And I'm probably going to feel better from it, right? That's how this stuff works. Go figure. If you're interested in working with me one-on-one directly and you like my coaching style, you like some of the exercise we're doing and the thought of a 90-day challenge to completely put a business and life plan together so you can become financially free for the ones you love and care about most, hit me up in my DMs, in the comments. I'm always here. And again, you can click the Linktree link to sign up for a free coaching session. Thank you all so much. Thanks for tuning in. I'm rolling out. Peace. I'll see you all again October 11th. Oh, yeah, and special shout out to my sister. It's her birthday. Everyone who knows my sister, make sure to wish her a happy birthday. She's one of the smartest, coolest people I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. She just happens to be my sister. So shout out to Alex. You're the best. But I'll check you guys out later. I'll be back here October 11th, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Cheers, friends. Until next time.